Alright, another video with the lights on. I know that the YouTube community has a large abundance between my channel and all the other vintage electronics channels out there of these AM/AM/FM tube radios, but I thought this one was kind of interesting. Picked it out of deep storage. It is a Philco-Ford. This is like third year Ford owned Philco, built Philco. AM/FM 7-tube radio, 6 tubes for the typical AM circuit plus 1 for the FM circuit, which the inside of this is pretty interesting. So you have a printed circuit board for the mains of the radio, but then over to the side you have a point-to-point circuit for the FM tuning, which is kind of weird because the point-to-point thing for the FM is at an angle like that. I'll roll this around the back so you can see, and they have separate doors on them too for the back. This is the FM chassis, it's over here at an angle, and then this is the rest of it. Dual tuning tubes. This is like the televisions of that era that were a piece of furniture. They had like fake drawers on them. You guys know what I'm talking about. Made by Ford, the Ford Motor Company. It's twin mono speaker. Has this big cheesy tone control. They say twin speaker like it's supposed to be stereo, but from what I saw of the inside, it's just like you have the original plus and minus going up to the one speaker, and then you have 2 wires going to the other one. So yes, it's dual speaker, it's just all mono. You got civil defense markings. It's from 1963 or 64. I believe it's actually 64, since the bottom of it, let me get that around the right way. Bottom of it says M, and on Philco radios of the Ford era, when Ford owned it, different letters would mean different years. So M means 1964, according to the Philco radio website. Has your typical stuff. I think I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so it's just 6 tube. Never mind. But you can see how the FM circuit is separate from that, which I think is really kind of cool. 40 watt. Does have a big crack in the dial, but that doesn't really bother me. The thing that this thing needs is a lot. It's cooked. Since I don't have a Variac, I have to rely on just plugging things in. And I plugged this thing in, and one of the parts just expired. It was super loud. It was like, poof, like that, and you could see like blue electricity stuff going through there. Or you could see it coming through the cracks in this. Just when I just went like that. And I found that it was a resistor, and the resistor was cooked in half. Like you could just pull the parts apart. And there's no forms of this thing on the internet other than Radio Museum, which you have to buy. Of course, or at least I think you do. I looked up the model number. I looked up the model number in more basic without the -124, just M939. You can find an image of the Radio Museum thing, but it's they made it so then it's just blurry enough that you can't read anything, which is unfortunate. Yeah. So these 2 knobs just both do tuning. Same thing. You just have a little bit more torque with the upper knob. Outer knob on this changes the band. You got AM, FM, and then FM AFC. This is the inner knob for that is the volume / on and off. And see, advertises AM, FM. These drawers over here are fake, of course, because it's one of these cheese-o-matic wood things. It is my only Philco radio, and it is my only Philco-Ford radio. My only radio made by Ford. This should be a good performer. Don't see why it wouldn't be. It's hefty. It's built well. Okayly well, I guess. Some of the parts expired, but once those get replaced, it should be good. 2 Black Beauty capacitors. It has the original filter inside of it, which is bad because when I first had gotten it, I plugged it in and powered it up, and you just got filter hum all across the dial with the occasional gargling of a station trying to come in. So it's gonna need a bit of work. I'm gonna have to buy parts off of eBay instead of scrapping them out of other things. If you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments of spots where you guys get your parts. Stuff like that, where you can get the cheapest capacitors, higher voltage. Resistors I can probably just scrap out of my collection. I just have to find the values and ohm them out and all that stuff. I would take it apart in this video, but the only thing is that you have to use one of these to take it apart, and you have to just kind of go like that. Maybe I'll take apart, yeah, I'll take apart the FM board since that's only 2 screws. I'll show you what you have to do. You have to go like this. Oh wait, no, I made them so then you can just use your fingers. Because I know I'd be taking this apart quite a bit. With it. Oh, well, that one's not going to work. Because I know I'd be taking this thing apart quite a bit. Now this set does not use a 19T8 for the FM. It uses a 17C9, which you don't really see too often compared to the 19T8, or at least from what I've seen. Radio Museum shows that the 17C9 wasn't really in use very long. It was kind of a 60s only tube, which the 60s is really when tube kind of died. Mostly, and then the 70s just killed it off completely. But there you go. Nice look at the FM circuit, and it's supposed to be like that. Pop the camera out of its case real quick. You can get a good look at that. There's our tuner. If it will auto level that. But it's a printed circuit board for the rest of it. Can't really get a real good view. Maybe that's good enough. Anyways, the rest of it's a printed circuit board, and then that, and then that, and then this circuit board are held together by wires. I'm almost kind of glad that I plugged it in and it, like, not fried itself, but it cooked itself a bit. So then I know to replace the parts that got cooked. Because that resistor beforehand, I don't remember seeing it in too bad condition, because I'd opened this thing up before that incident. There was a certain resistor I don't remember seeing to be in too bad condition. So now I know that was a bad resistor, and I should get a replacement for it. But I need a schematic, which Nostalgia Air doesn't have a schematic for this model, or at least one that I can find. On the Philco radio and television section, maybe I need to go, maybe there's like a special Philco-Ford section of the 1961 and later models. 1961 is when Ford bought Philco. And that's why you always see those 60s Ford vehicle radios. That's why they always say Philcos, because that was Ford's brand. Anyways, this video is going to reach 10 minutes. Not that I monetize my videos at all. But I guess that's kind of the life expectancy of one of my videos that aren't night tuning, which typically that's 20 minutes. Just wanted to show you guys this Cheese-O-Matic radio. It's about all I can show for now. I'm not going to plug it in because I don't want to die making a YouTube video. At least he died doing what he loved. Anyways, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. I'm going to do another silly outro, I believe. I hope you guys liked the first one. Looks real bad, doesn't it? I really made it to look bad. I wanted to get a good laugh out of people, which is why I put a bean cake for it with my red text over it and blurry it in its blurriness. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And there should be many more.